From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeau, and this is your News 8 Daily for Thursday, January 29th. It is another bitter, cold, frigid, freezing, terribly cold day out there this morning. -2 degrees right now. The high is only going to be around 16 degrees. We're going to have some clouds and honestly sub-zero nights for the rest of this week. So bundle up. We still have some school delays and closures today. I know my kids are on a 2-hour delay. Travel conditions, though, are improving. Most of the state is now under a travel watch or advisory. Marion, Johnson, and Madison counties are still under an orange travel watch. That means only essential driving, like going to and from work or emergencies, is recommended. The woman about to make history as the new police chief in Indianapolis says she is ready to get to work. Our team spoke one-on-one with Tanya Terry right after the mayor appointed her as the new IMPD chief. News 8's Gina Glaros reports.
Well, I've just found out the news, so I'm still trying to evaluate and look into next steps.
Wednesday, Mayor Joe Hogson announced that he's appointing Tanya Terry to the top job with IMPD. Deputy Chief Terry calls it a whirlwind.
I'm incredibly humbled and honored that I would be considered in such a great caliber of people.
Terry is replacing Chief Chris Bailey, who recently took the position of Chief of Staff to the mayor. A 27-year veteran of the force, Terry served as IMPD's Deputy Chief of Operations for the past 2 years.
One of the things that you'll get with me is authenticity, and I'm always going to be myself. And this agency has never forced me to try to be anything other than myself, and I truly appreciate that.
She is also the first woman to serve as police chief for IMPD.
I never viewed myself as a female police officer, I wanted to be a good police officer. And I had a really high drive to be successful. And thankfully, I was accepted widely by my peers.
News 8 asked about immigration enforcement amid national headlines. Terry says IMPD's position has not and will not change.
IMPD's focus remains at ensuring the safety and the trust of every member of our community, regardless of their background or immigration status. So the community should rest assured that our officers are here to serve each and every one of you, and we will leave immigration enforcement to the federal authorities.
Terry will be sworn in as chief on February 2nd. Gina Glaros, Wish TV and WishTV.com.
The union representing police officers says it supports the appointment of the new chief. Fraternal Order of Police President Rick Snyder released a statement. He says Chief Terry is highly respected across the board by the rank and file of the IMPD. She has a career built on solid street police work, superb investigative skills, a focus on holding violent offenders accountable, and is well recognized for her leadership and character. Happening today, the state Senate could vote to allow the state budget committee to redirect some contingency funding to the Child Care Development Fund voucher program. In the House, lawmakers will debate a bill that would dissolve most township governments. The Senate has already passed its own version of a township bill. Monday is now the deadline for the House to pass bills to keep them alive for the rest of the session. Lawmakers made that change because the House was off this week on Monday due to the winter storm. House lawmakers have also approved a bill that creates a dedicated military police response force within the Indiana National Guard. People against the idea call it unnecessary, an unnecessary militarization of law enforcement. News 8 government reporter Garrett Berquist explains how it works.
This is one part of a larger public safety bill, but all the debate centered on whether it's appropriate to create such a force within the Guard. The bill the House approved would create a force within the Guard composed of military police and Air National Guard security forces. They would have to also receive training on Indiana law enforcement. When activated, they would have full police powers, including the ability to make arrests. House Republicans say that authority would cease as soon as those personnel are deactivated.
I think this bill is not reactionary. I think it's proactive. Because we're saying if we're going to have a situation like an issue in like Boston, we are prepared. Indiana is prepared.
They call it an improvement because that designated force would be used anytime the Guard is needed to support law enforcement. State law already gives the governor broad authority to call in the National Guard when he believes he needs to. During a broader interview earlier Wednesday afternoon, Governor Mike Braun told me it would give him another option if local police need help.
I think it's wise to have a portion of them trained, because you're hearing that ICE agents aren't trained to do that. And if the Guard has to be involved, I think other states have done that as well.
How would that differ from the way the Guard is structured right now?
Well, I don't think there's a particular part of it with that training.
Democrats say the measure erases a bedrock American principle of not using the military for law enforcement.
So we're turning our military as soldiers on the people that they serve with and the people that they live with in the community. And I just don't think that is something that we as Hoosiers should want or do want.
We're creating fear. I've received a great quantity of emails dealing with this issue. People are concerned. And they have a right to be concerned with the air that we have in this country and what they're seeing via the media.
Republican Danny Lopez joined all House Democrats in voting against the bill. All other House Republicans voted in favor of it. The bill now goes over to the Senate for further consideration. At the State House, I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
The state Senate has approved a bill that could help bring the Chicago Bears to Northwest Indiana. The bill would create a stadium authority. It could buy land and issue bonds to finance the construction of the new football stadium. Chicago Bears executives have visited sites in Northwest Indiana and the Chicago suburb of Arlington Heights, Illinois. Governor Braun is among those who is openly recruiting the team to Indiana. A judge has set a bond for 4 of 5 suspects in the shooting this month that wounded a Tippecanoe County judge and his wife. The judge in the case now held initial hearings for the suspects yesterday. The highest bond of $4 million is for the alleged shooter, Raylan Ferguson. Prosecutors say Ferguson conspired with Thomas Moss. Investigators say Moss had a trial scheduled in Judge Steve Meyer's court 2 days after the shooting took place. Moss told the new judge, that he planned to represent himself and denied a conspiracy.
As far as anything pertaining to collusion, me knowing about what was going on, the intentions of anybody after that.
Online court records show an initial hearing has not been scheduled yet for the 5th suspect, Zenata Greer. Police say Greer was seen driving with Ferguson, the alleged shooter, to Lafayette the day after the shooting. In Washington, D.C., Senate Democrats are threatening to withhold votes for legislation that would fund several government agencies, including the Department of Homeland Security, and possibly cause a government shutdown. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says that ICE needs to be reined in and overhauled after federal agents killed 2 people at anti-ICE protests in Minnesota. An official familiar with the matter tells CNN that the 2 sides were at the White House yesterday to strike a deal to avoid a partial government shutdown. At this point, though, no deal has been announced and a partial shutdown remains possible. Sports now. In Pacers Watch, Indiana wins after a fourth-quarter rally against the Bulls at home. Aaron Nesmith's the hero. He got a reverse layup to give the Pacers the lead with 14 seconds left. He followed that up with a late block shot, sealing the Pacers' 113-110 victory. Pacers are back home against the Hawks on Saturday. Wish TV is your education station. In just a few hours, you're going to see our team surprise this month's Golden Apple Award winner. He's a teacher's aide on the south side of Indianapolis. Students tell us he's the best, and he's also just super loud. The award comes with a trophy, a school supply shopping spree to teachers' treasures, and new this month, $500 from our partners at Hensley Legal Group. At Crystal House Academy South, there are students of all ages, really, kindergartners through seniors in high school. There are plenty of teachers, but
big game Monday night. Go Hoosiers!
There's only one teacher's aide everyone says you will hear before you see.
We need one more what? Dub. Come on in.
He's funny, and well, he's really loud. He's really loud in the hallways, but like in a funny way.
Very boisterous. He's very, you can hear him anywhere he is in the building. You'll hear him before you see him.
Hoosiers!
This teacher needs no introduction at this school.
Big game Monday night, right, guys?
He's worked here for 12 years, and students agree he's the best.
He's the best teacher.
He's a good teacher and he's funny.
Nicest teachers I ever seen.
He's a great teacher. Stares at me and then it's funny. He kind of like cheered me up. He's funny, he's nice, he's kind. He's funny and he's kind-hearted.
He's funny and kind. A very kind person.
Consistent, right?
But if it works, it works.
Every kid says he just gets them. He's a dad too, so that helps.
He knows how to put a smile on people's faces.
How does he do that?
Just the personality he has, you know, like he has a good spirit.
For 14-year-old Brian Sanchez, it goes deeper.
He helped me a lot because me personally, I'm a kid that has anger issues, and he helps me calm down a lot when I was in the younger grades. He's a funny guy. When I had my sad moments, he'll be there. He will pull me out. He will speak to me. So yeah, he's a great teacher.
It encouraged me to love school.
For 8-year-old Sophia Muniton, he's changed her life at school too.
I didn't like school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he helped me encourage I love school and
So much that her mom nominated him for the Wish TV Golden Apple Award. And now he's won the Wish TV Golden Apple Award. What do you think?
Well, I'm really happy for him. He earns it. He makes me happy. He made me love school, and he helps me work with.
A jack of all trades.
Principal Paige Kendrick says he's the kind of educator you need at a school.
He can help them with the subjects that they're learning, but he also just makes it fun. Like I said, he's always laughing, he's always telling jokes. He gets to know the students, and he'll ask them about their personal life. He remembers them always. He's always running in and is like, look at this picture of this student when they were 5 and now they're a senior. And so he's just really great at wrapping around them and not just being like, we have to sit down and learn math today. It's making it fun for them.
He reaches kids, takes them into small groups, and supports other staff too.
Crystal House extraordinaire.
I think of how much joy he brings.
I mean, he's kind of jack of all trades. I mean, he's covered classes. If somebody says, hey, I need some Kleenex, boom, he shows up 2 minutes later with a box of Kleenex, and he can do it all.
Super dependable, and he's also just super funny and outgoing. And I think that's something that we need as a school. You always need somebody that's kind of the glue.
It's his positive nature and work ethic that stands out, and why everyone here says he is so deserving. So along with his students and family, we went to surprise him. Hi!
Hello!
I am Hannah with Wish TV. You can see the full surprise, meet this month's winner, and hear from him at 7:30 this morning on Daybreak or on wishtv.com. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on Wish TV and wishtv.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.